praises to the Most High God, the God of Israel. This is Brother Nehemiah coming to you from the House of Israel Ministries with a class on the Bible proves that the earth does not revolve around the sun. Because we're going to bust these myths and lies up with the scriptures, man. These people been lying to us since we've been on this earth. So it's all about coming out of the matrix, coming out of each and every lie that they give to us. We can't be living under these lies. We got to live by the truth, man. Let's get that out of the scriptures. John chapter 8 and verse 32. We living in a matrix, people. So things like the earth revolve around the sun, they done went to the moon, the earth is a sphere, all these different things, they can be disproven using the scriptures. The book of John 8 and 32 says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. That is true. We go to the word of the Most High God, his truth is going to make us free in this world of lies. So brothers and sisters out there working, putting in the work, bringing out the scriptures, I'm going to do my part, trying to bring out information and educational classes to help our people on this journey through the powers of the Most High. So if you can see my screen, you see here we have their solar system. Their solar system. And everything goes around the sun. The sun is in the middle, and the earth is right here. But if we use common sense, you can clearly see from this depiction that ain't how it's set up. We watch the earth, we watch the sun rise from the east and set in the west. So how now, if it was set up like that, it won't, this earth is not, the sun is not rising and setting on the earth. They say the earth is going around the sun, but we can clearly see that's not true. So yeah, we got to get the truth, man. We can't be living under these lies anymore. So if we listen to what the Most High say, we will have the truth. Let me see here. Let's get the book of Ecclesiastes. Bear with me. Book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 5. The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 5. I'm going to read it to you. I didn't spell it right in there, so don't laugh at me. But I'm going to get it right here. It's setting me back. The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 5. And the sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down, and hasteth to his place where he arose. So the scriptures tell us that, and that's what we see with our own two eyes when we go outside and watch the sun. It rises in the east and it sets in the west like it was ordained to do. So we listen to the oppressor, and he's showing us a picture showing that the earth goes around the sun. Who we gonna believe? What the Lord say, or what our oppressors say, and what our own eyes say? It's ridiculous, man. They've been teaching us in these schools, got our people believing this stuff, got everybody believing this stuff, and all you got to do is use common sense. That's all you got to do. use common sense. So the book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 1. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them has he set a tabernacle for the sun. He set a tabernacle, a tent for the sun, which is a bridegroom coming out of his chamber. So, have you ever wondered where does the sun go at night? Because in the evening time, because I do, and the Most High tells us in these scriptures. So, the white man don't explain where the sun go because he don't know what to say. And I'm gonna go into this even more here in just a second on why they say that the earth revolves around the sun and not the other way. We'll find this. This is if you got this, HebrewOldTestament.com. It gives you the same scripture with different translations. So if you go to Hebrews, Salaki, Psalms 19, verse 5, you got the Hebrew, the Latin Vulgate, King James, American Standard, Basic Bible, and Basic English. So in King James it said, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. The Darby, the Dow Realms, he has set his tabernacle in the sun, and he, as a bridegroom coming out of his bride chamber, has rejoiced as a giant to run away. See, they're giving you different translations of the same thing, even the paleo. This is a good study tool to use. The next verse, 19 and 16. He is going forth. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the end of it. A circuit is a circle, not a sphere, and we're going to go into that. And there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. His circuit unto the ends of it. The sun circuit. That means the sun has a route that it takes. The sun was ordained to do a job. We can get that out of Genesis. Get that out of Genesis chapter 1. The sun and the moon. That's 14. The book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide day from night. In the firmament of the heaven. It's in the firmament of the heaven of the earth, right above the earth. You can clearly see them. They not as far or as big as they portray them to be. Like on this picture. Look how big they got the sun. How little the earth. The moon way back here. If that, no, that's not the moon. They ain't even got it depicted on there. That's some other planets, supposedly. But look here at Mars. If they trying to go to Mars, but Mars is desolate, no life. It's further away from the sun than the Earth. And the Earth's supposed to be in a sweet spot. Then why are you trying to go backwards to a planet that's further away from the sun? If we got the perfect temperatures to sustain life right here, then if you go back further, then that means it should be colder from the sun. See, they don't make no sense. So the Lord said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night. and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. Verse 15, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven. There are lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, not the earth to work for the sun, to go around the sun, to have a rotation around the sun. They were made to light the earth. That's what their job is. And it was so. Verse 16, and God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and a lesser night to rule the night. And he made the stars also. So the sun is a light, the moon is a light. That's another lie of them saying that the sun, the light from the sun reflects on the moon and that's why it shines. No, the Most High made two great lights, one lesser than the other. One lesser than the other. Let's see. Let's get a precept with that. Let's get Isaiah. Okay. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 10. The book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 10. For the stars of the heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light, but the sun. That's not what I want. Salakia on that. But it's still, I'm gonna still read it because it's still going into the light. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth. In his going forth, the sun has a route. They said the sun was stationary. The sun is not stationary. The sun has a route. The earth doesn't rotate around the sun. The sun has a rotation, a circuit over the earth. So they're lying about that. So the moon has a place that it goes, and the sun has a place that it goes. Let me get that. So the main point is to let you know that the whole thing about the sun, the earth, sun, that's because these people are sun worshiping. They're sun worshiping. They always have and they always will. So that's why they set the sun in the center of the solar system. Call it the solar system. And it's not a solar system. The earth is stationary. The earth is fixed. That's what the Most High said. The earth isn't a sphere. It isn't rotating around the sun. It's fixed on pillars. Let's get that. Let me see here. Let's see. That's what they show you. And they show you Earth. No live pictures though. And if they do got a live picture, it's of a satellite over the Earth in the lower atmosphere, because that's about as far as it's gonna go. And I'm gonna also show you a video of NASA themselves, saying that they haven't went to the moon. So we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna show you a couple more scriptures, and then I'm gonna show you that video. Guess I didn't spell that right. I don't like that. Here, I'm gonna show you the video while I get that together. It's a painful process to build it back again. They destroyed it. Come on, man. All right, you see how them devils work? They tell them the truth. They lie in your face and tell you the truth at the same time. They did not go to no moon. They had not left Earth's upper atmosphere. They can't go past what the Most High set up, man. They cannot. Let's see here. You can't go past what the Most High set up. And let me show you, they know. Look at their United Nations flag. And look at the earth flat. And not even necessarily flat, but not a sphere. But for the water to stay there, the Most High set bounds around it, man. We'll pull that. But the UN flag, they know. Look at that. Let me pull this. Let's go to Psalms chapter 93 and verse 1. See what the Most High said about the earth. The book of Psalms chapter 93 and verse 1. The Lord reigneth. He is clothed with majesty. The Lord is clothed with strength. Wherewith he has girded himself. The world also established that it cannot be moved. That it cannot be moved. So how are they saying that Earth is rotating around the sun? First of all, if you can't even go up there, then how could you say that? We clearly see that the sun is going over the earth, east to west. So why would we allow them to tell us anything else? We can see in the scriptures. The book of First Chronicles, chapter 16, verse 30. Fear before him all the earth. The world also shall be stable, that it be not moved. That it be not moved. We got to listen to the Most High, man. He's telling us right here. So for me, it's not a debate on if the earth is round or not, because we're going to pull that off. So I'll pull that next here, showing you that it is circular, but it's not a sphere. The book of First Samuel, chapter 2 and verse 8. He raiseth up the door out of the dust, and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he has set the world upon them. The pillars of the earth. The pillars of the earth. What does a pillar do? It holds up something. It holds up a foundation. And the Most High said that he set the foundation of the earth. So if it has a foundation, then how is it a sphere? A sphere doesn't have a foundation. The book of Job, chapter 38 and verse 13. That it might take hold of the ends of the earth, that the wicked might be shaken. The ends of the earth. It's not what I wanted, but it is one scripture that I wanted. The ends of the earth. How does the earth have the ends of the earth if it's a sphere? It would have two ends, but the scriptures say the ends of the earth, because it's four corners of the earth. Earth has four winds. You don't have that with a sphere. And not to mention, how could the water stay on the sphere? So water's going to go to its flattest surface. It's always going to go to the flattest surface. So how does the water stay on the sphere? That's what I want to know. How does the water stay on the sphere? They can't explain that. So it's not true. We can clearly see that the water is laying flat every chance that it gets. So if it's like that, then the water isn't going to fall off, because he put edges around it. So, but if it's a sphere, then the water is going to fall off. That's just common sense. That's common sense. So, and that's what we got to get back to, because common sense is a superpower. I don't know if people know that. Common sense is a superpower because it's not that common. But the Most High gave us this superpower if we choose to use it. The book of Isaiah, chapter 40, and verse 22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof as grasshoppers, that stretches out the heavens as a curtain. What does a curtain do? How do you use a curtain? A curtain goes down flat. So he stretched out the heavens like a curtain. So he stretched out the heavens over the earth like a curtain and spread them out as a tent to dwell in, because it's a protective covering over the earth. We're terrestrial beings, not celestial beings. We can't leave this place. We wasn't made to leave this place. So it say he sitteth upon the circle of the earth. The circle of the earth. The circle of the earth. Why doesn't that make sense? You can go around the world. You can go around the world. There's no denying that. But to go around the world with this, that's a whole nother dynamic. That's a whole nother dynamic. You talking about, why isn't anybody falling off the earth? Why isn't the water falling off of the earth? So we gonna go with what the scriptures say rather than what man say. Let's go to Revelations chapter 7, verse 1. Yeah, these people want you to worship the sun like they do. The book of Revelations, chapter 7 and verse 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth. 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Let's see something. You can have 4 ends of the earth. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do you have 4 ends of the earth with this? 1, 2. This is going around. It's going around. So it doesn't make sense. This does not make sense. That's them trying to push their agenda of worshiping the sun. That goes back to it goes back way back, ancient days. The Egyptians worship Amun Ra. The Canaanites, Shemish. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the Catholics, Jesus Christ. They do sun worship. That's what Christianity is, sun worship. They worship the creature more than the creator. All the planets' names are Greek. Have you ever thought about that? It's like we got the Roman Greco calendar. The Roman Greco calendar. All these planetary names are, look, they're Greek gods and goddesses. Sol, sun, Sol, Roman deity, Greek god, Helios, ancient. Oh, Surya. They all worship the sun god, associated with ego, god of prophecy. The moon, Luna, Diana. They still worshiping these people. Selene, Chandra, goddess of hunting. Then here go the planets. Mercury, Greek god. Venus, Greek god. Mars, Ceres, Jupiter, Saturn, Salus, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. All of them are Greek gods. And the sun is the center of it. And they put it right in your face. Teach us this in school. They teaching our children this in school. We got to come up out of this. Taking our children to these Christian churches. This is for my Christians right here. You taking your children to the Christian churches. This is what they're learning. They're learning this in school, and it's with the Christianity, and you don't even know it. They're teaching Greco-Roman culture. That's what we got going on here. See this right here? The book of Joshua, chapter 19, verse 22. Beth Shemesh. That means house of the sun. We took that city from the Canaanites. They was worshiping the sun god there. As a matter of fact, let's get on this. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Show you that the Most High had told us on the jump not to deal with this stuff. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 19. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 19. Unless thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the host of heaven, shouldst be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy God has divided into all the nations. We're not to do that. We're not to worship those things. We have a God. He left that for the heathens to worship. Verse 20. Shouldst be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy God has divided unto all nations under the whole heavens. Verse 20. But the Lord has taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace, even out of Egypt, to be unto him a people of inheritance, as ye are this day. The Most High chose us. He didn't have to, and he did. So he told us don't be dibbling with the mother gods like we did before. So this is just a reminder of that, because that's what he told us. It's too much right there. Put the whole chapter. Go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, verse 2 through 5. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, verse 2 through 5. If there be found among you, within thy gates, which the Lord thy God given thee, man or woman, that has wrought wickedness in the sight of the Lord thy God, and transgressing his covenant, and has gone and served other gods and worshipped them, either the sun or moon, or any host of the heavens, which I have not commanded, and it be told thee, and thou hast heard of it, and inquired diligently, and behold, it be true, and the thing certain that such abomination is brought in Israel, then shalt thou bring forth that man or that woman which have committed that wicked thing unto thy gates, even that man or that woman, and shalt stone them with stones till they die. We lucky we ain't in that time, because there's a lot of sun worshipers going on right now and they don't even know it. And we were supposed to put you to death or get put to death. The Most High did not play with worshiping other gods, and preferably he keep bringing up the sun, the moon, and the stars. That's for a reason, because that's what people worship. They see the sun, it gives life, gives light. Well, actually, it's the Most High that does that. He made the sun. The sun gives light. It can kill with heat, It grows the plants. Know what I'm saying? It does a lot of things, but it doesn't do it on its own. It was programmed to do that. So let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the Lord, Shalakia. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the sign of heaven. For the heathens are dismayed at them. The heathens are dismayed at what goes on with the stars and the moon and the sun. He told us don't be dismayed at them. All we got to do is read our book and find out what they supposed to do. We know what they do because the Most High the one programmed them. So why would we go around worshiping the creature when we supposed to worship the Creator? That's what He made us for. He made the sun. He made the moon. He made the stars. He made everything. Everything is under Him. That's not what I want. But yeah, we're all creatures of the Most High God. So we don't worship another creature. Why we worship another creature? That's reprobate. That is a reprobate thing. So we give all praises and honor to the Most High God of Israel, the creator of all things. But the rest of the world, they want to worship deities and other gods, which the Most High gave to them. But as for us Israelites, nah, we ain't supposed to do that thing, man. Let's see here. This is a precept to go with the book of Genesis, chapter 1, and verse 14 through 18. This is book of Second Esdras out of the Apocrypha. Let's see here. Out of the Apocrypha, chapter 6 and verse 45. Upon the fourth day thou commandest that the sun should shine, and the moon give her light, and the stars should be in order, and gaveth them charge to do service unto man that was to be made. So the Most High commanded that the sun and the stars do what they supposed to do. He put them in obedience. So we can't let man come try to take that away. We can't try to let man try to change the narrative of what the Most High set up. So that's why we have to go into our book and bring out this truth. Thus saith the Lord. The book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 20. Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw. Salaki, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. For the Lord shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. What I wanted from this scripture was, neither shall the moon, matter of fact, the sun shall no more go down. It's showing you that the earth isn't rotating around the sun. The sun goes somewhere. It comes from somewhere and it goes somewhere. It goes back into the chamber of the tent that the Most High made for it. Neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. Where does the moon go? What does it mean by withdraw itself? You clearly see it's here one moment and then it's gone when it's finished with its cycle. It withdraws itself. Think about that. We can't keep letting these people lie to us. We can't keep letting these people lie to us because they lie about everything, the little things and the big things. So we're going to tackle them big things. They ain't never went to no moon. How could you go? You went to the light because it should have been shining bright in their video if that's where they went. So Nah, they ain't went to no moon. The Earth ain't rotating around the sun. There ain't no solar system. It's stars. Ain't no solar system. The Most High made the stars. Ain't no solar system. And hear the word solar system. Solar system. Let's get the definition of solar. Of or relating to the sun, determined by the sun, proceeding from the sun as light or heat, utilizing, operated by, depending on solar energy. It's revolving around the sun. And as I showed you, all this is Greek, Roman mythology. Our people was worshiping the sun before, and we was commanded not to. So I'm just putting this video out here for educational purposes for our people, that we stop worshiping the sun, that we stop going in the Christian churches giving praises to another God. As a matter of fact, I got one more scripture for you just to show you that this earth isn't a sphere. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. No, let's go to chapter 4, verse 8 and 9. Anybody familiar with that? You know, this is when Satan, Lucifer, the devil, took Yahweh up on the mountain. Book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 8. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain. An exceeding high mountain, right? As you go up, you can get a better vantage point. You can get a better view. So, how many people been in the airplane? You haven't been up there? You look out the window. You don't see no roundness. You see earth just extending out. So it say, and the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the earth. Now, how could he show him all the kingdoms of the earth from an exceeding high mountain if the earth is a sphere? And the glory of them. Verse 9, and he saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. So Lucifer took Yahweh up on the mountain to get a better viewpoint of all. And then say some. He said he showed him all the kingdoms of the world. So you have to take the highest mountain on earth, and then you'll be able to see all the kingdoms of the world. Come on, man. I'm going to listen to what the words say, because it's much knowledge in these scriptures. So it'll make the wise simple. It'll make the simple wise. It'll make the simple wise. So all praises to the Most High God of Israel for giving this these tools to be able to do this research easily. You don't even have to go to a library to be able to see certain things. The firmaments, the heaven of God, waters above. Remember the firmaments? The firmaments above and the firmaments below? Now, how could you have that with a sphere Earth? And I don't even know what the big deal is, but I guess they got to push the sphere Earth to push their solar system out. That's the only thing that I can get from it. You got to push your sphere Earth so that you can say that everything is round, so you can show it going around the sun. But that don't line up. That don't equal up. Not to mention, if we go into other translations of the scriptures, it show you that it's a vaulted earth, just like this. It's an invisible dome. That's why they'll never be able to leave this place. They're not meant to. So don't let the so-called white man trick you and think that he God, because he's not. But he do know what's going on. He can get up there high enough to see. You can get this vantage point right here all day long. Let's see. Let's see what we come up with. When you try to find something, they don't have real videos. The real videos that they have is all just above the earth. That's all they'll be able to do. Well, that's not a good one. They wanted to clown Kyrie Irving, because he had a common sense thought in his head about what these people are saying. They want to try to make him seem like he crazy. Nah, he not crazy. He's right on point. Let's go to NASA. Say Earth from space. See what kind of lie they gonna tell. Look at that. That's the only angle you gonna get. It's the only angle you gonna get. You can float above in a lower atmosphere, but go out into that dark. Go out into the black. You can't. They're gonna give you this boxed in view, or they're gonna give you some kind of animation video if they do go around. So I just wanted to show y'all this. Show y'all how they trying to deceive us. We're not trying, how they been deceiving us. So hope you got some edification from your brother Nehemiah. I hope everybody have a great day. And all praises to the Most High God, the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I say shalom.